The latest addition to the Parliament of Albania is not a human but an AI bot. In his recent move, Prime Minister Edi Rama has introduced Diella, literally meaning the sun in Albanian, as the first ever AI minister of the world.
Thank y'all for tuning in to another episode of Never Too Much Podcast. I'm your host, Murph Almighty. And I'm outside today, relaxing. It's a beautiful day. I hope y'all doing great. Thank y'all for all of the love with the animations and the skits. I appreciate it. I wanted to holler at y'all though about something else. I was looking in the news today and I saw something me and my friend was talking about, and it's to me very interesting. I don't know if y'all really into that or not, but technology is amazing. This AI stuff is crazy, right? Do you know they got AI politicians now? Well, you probably know because I did show you in the beginning, but take a look at the rest of this clip.
This addition to the Parliament of Albania is not a human but an AI bot. In his recent move, Prime Minister Edi Rama has introduced Diella, literally meaning the sun in Albanian, as the first ever AI minister of the world. Diella made her first appearance on the Parliament screen in a traditional Albanian woman's outfit. The vision behind appointing Diella is to deal with the severe issue of corruption in the country. She is tasked to overlook all public tenders and ensure all government contracts are 100% corruption-free. The fourth-term elected Prime Minister saw mixed reactions from the opposition. While many leaders called him out on his habit of playing out elaborated theatrics, calling the move ridiculous and unconstitutional, even inhumane and cold, others are cautiously optimistic.
Introducing artificial intelligence in the service of good governance, anti-corruption and accelerated socio-economic progress will be an unwavering priority for all the country's ministries and agencies.
Edi Rama does not deny an element of publicity to the move, as the Albanian constitution mandates a minister to be a citizen and mentally competent and over 18 years of age.
I cannot believe this, yo. Albania really said, you know what? Humans been fumbling the bag too long. Let's put a hologram in charge. Let's go ahead and put T2 in charge. They appointed an AI minister named Diella. I can't even say it. They just said it, but she popped up like it looked like a Sims character. Like, to me, it's crazy. You remember that movie back in the day, where they had the movie actress and nobody knew it was a movie actress? This reminds me a lot of that. The man built a robot and told it to tell us what to do. I'm gonna say that again. A man built a robot and then told the robot, tell us what to do. And we all clapped our hands. We ain't question it. We ain't blink. We just sat up and just said, this our government now, yo. This is what's gonna happen. What does this say about us? I'll tell you what it says to me. I think it says we're tired of each other's nonsense. We'd rather take orders from a digital auntie than deal with another crooked cousins running contracts. See, the thing is that the good robots are attached to good people. It's only as good as the person who is using it, right? So check it out. Diella, her job is to monitor procurement. In English, that means she's supposed to make sure politicians don't hand contracts to their buddies on the side and slide them money under the table, right? So this is what's powerful about that, because robots don't have relatives, right? They don't have a cousin, Poppy, who just started a construction company last week, ain't showing favoritism, ain't crunching rules, don't care about race or none of that, right? The rule says the lowest bid wins. And AI ain't about to slip a wink on that, right? So the promise and the premise should be, I guess, it's clean data, 24/7 accountability, and every action is logged. So you got this going on, right? So that's interesting. But this is the thing is that what about the bad part? The bad side is really worse than the good side in some cases. What happened if she mess up? What happened if the data she is fed is trash? What happens? Who do you hold accountable when she's up there talking? Who you gonna subpoena? The server? You can't put a GPU, you can't put that on trial, bruh. See, that's the dangerous part, is that humans can hide behind the bot. A politician can say, hey, AI made that call, not me. And that's my theory of a couple things. Like, even if, let's say I was a king, right? And I wanted to run this kingdom, but people always question me. I would have a book saying, hey, you know what, I don't want to go down that road, but shout out to King James, man. That might have been one of the smartest things that you did to keep people in line, because it's still working today. The danger is that, unlike corporations lurking, let's not act like Microsoft is an angel out here. Microsoft built a lot of its infrastructure, so that's basically telling me like they got invested interest in that. The minister of Albania got to run Windows Update before she could sign the contract, right? Imagine your healthcare system crashing because Clippy want to install a patch. The ugly truth is the move is as much theater as it is reform. The politicians love a shiny distraction. If corruption keeps happening, they'll just point it at the avatar and say, blame the bot. If things improve, they'll step out of the shadows and be like, see what I did? Look what I did, y'all. This is what I did, man. It don't even get me started on security. You hacked this son bitch here. You emails. More like redirect millions in government fraud. You can have some type of cyber robbery, Ocean 11 on the AI bot, bro. She know everything. Whatever she knows, someone can find out. They can literally log into her brain. Let's keep it a buck, man. 10 years ago, we would have laughed at this, even being a notion. Most governments still digging through paper files and broken websites, let alone a robot or an AI bot or a large language model. People barely trust them putting their bank card online still. I know people who don't use their card online. But you about to have a hologram minister handling billions of dollars in contracts. I don't know, yo. We use Alexa always listening. Siri always in your pocket. ChatGPT is ghostwriting your emails and your jokes and shit, and giving you ways to call a lawyer and Dame Dash. And people trust algorithms more than they trust themselves. They trust in this shit like it's their mom. It's their internet mommy, yo, because it's telling you what news you want to watch. It's giving you the dates, even your music. Now slide that onto a politician, and folks gonna shrug like, yeah, okay, but I'm telling you, we don't know what this thing gonna be eating, right? Who feeding this robot? This robot is not an independent genius. It's a puppet with fancy stuff on the front of it. It's a screen. Behind her, you got developers, you got coders, you got government clerks, you got data lawyers, you got all type of stuff setting boundaries, and Microsoft got the server. That's a real game. Who really is giving the inputs on this? If the data is crooked, the output is crooked, y'all. If the vendor tilts the model, then the results tilt too. What about the votes? Like, will it get to the point where it's like, well, we know the vote demographic already and we just automatically vote, and we know? Will you have to vote between two different AI bots at this point? Like, could they do this in America, y'all think? Could America really do it? If America did this? We ain't got ministers, we got like secretaries, czars, we got the alphabet boys. And right now, when you think about it, every agency would have to appoint like a chief AI officer. Plus they would have to get like all type of stuff done. And then in the US, if they wanted something like that, we have to make a department of like digital AI, some type of thing that where someone have to keep track of that. So now that's more jobs, and then how we know that they're not corrupt. Constitutionally though, I don't think that they gonna ever let that happen, because we want a human face to yell at when the rent get too high and when these light bills get crazy. Just my opinion, but I don't think that we are safe from that. But on the back end, because it's already here already, right? AI already draft memos, schedule cases. They already do most of the things already that people used to do, right? But this is what I was thinking though. What if AI was in the courtroom. If AI was a judge, right? Let's talk about the court. People dream about AI judges settling cases in like a minute. You in there for 5 years. Imagine if you just think and run through all the data and you can just, do a quick behind on that. That sound fine. But the reality is that in Michigan they already got they got MI Resolve, an online dispute resolution where you can log in, hash it out, boom, case done. Utah has been plotting on the same thing for landlord-tenant beef. In overseas, China has they got this thing. It drafts rulings on the internet, so it'll like give you the ruling over a web page. You know what I'm saying? Even there, it's human signing off on it still though, but it's kind of fast tracking it. In the U.S., our Constitution says due process means a human judge though. So I don't know if it's really going, pan out over here unless they change the Constitution. So now you're not about to walk into a judge GPT, but we can use AI for trialage. So it's like you might can triage with that. Draft, schedule, recommend, blah blah blah. That's how you get your traffic ticket handled in like a day instead of a year. The key is AI can speed the boring stuff, but justice still gonna have to go its course for now until AI gets that reasoning and can string together logic live real time. So I wouldn't trust it, but Judge Dredd would be AI. You know what I mean? And I'm just gonna say this and then I'll be done with it. We are brilliant. Humans have become brilliant, but we lazy as hell. We built the tool, but won't clean the house. We'll build a minister bot instead of fixing the system. A man built a robot, told it to tell us what to do. Shout out to Mr. Rogers. A man built a robot and told us what to do. That's not intelligence. That's fatigue. That is us saying, yo, human corruption is too messy. Let a bot handle that. Bots don't feel shame. Bots don't have consequences. You can't sue a hard drive. So if we keep outsourcing judgment, we'll lose accountability. And that is the dangerous flex. We not blowing up the planet because we dumb, but we blowing it up because we tired. We ain't doing our jobs as caretakers of the earth, so we rather let a program babysit the bullshit. That's not leadership. It's quitting technology style. That really is not the building of these things that's the problem. It's the man in the mirror, right? It shows us that we don't trust ourselves no more. We don't put things together to where we can trust each other. We are literally putting our lives into robotic digital hands that we ourselves created. I have a theory about that. I really think that AI has somewhat become a prosthetic pineal gland, if you will. And I think that it's starting off this way so that it can later return back into where, because all this stuff is organic. But when you separate it from ourselves, it seems like metal and all of this, but all of this stuff comes from the planet, comes from the earth. It's inside of us. We have these elements inside of us, right? And I think that one day the cell phone will get back to our brains and we will be able to, and it won't be like a cell phone. It'll be like our pineal gland when we were in, let's say ancient Egypt, right? When you were able to talk without moving your mouth. Those stories that we read in history and things like that. I think that we can return to it. But I also think that if we don't take care of it properly, that we get merged with something and then we'll reset. You know how you get a new phone or you get a new box and then all the memory you had before is gone? You may merge with this thing and then just like before, bam, now you forget everything in prior history that happened. So there may be something to gain, but there's always going to be something to lose. In order to put something on the table, sometimes you got to take something off of it, right? But let me know what y'all think about that. Will AI, take over our politicians, or will the Constitution hold it down? Or will we be seeing AI and robots everywhere, man? I think maybe a little bit of both. Maybe we won't live to see it, but maybe it'll happen, man. Let me know what y'all think. This is Murph Big Brother Almighty. Thank y'all for tuning in. I will be dropping those cartoons. I'm working hard as I can, but whew, it ain't easy when you're just learning, y'all. But let me know what y'all think, man. Till next time, y'all.
Turn it on. Turn it on. Listen up. Welcome to the show. It's Blacklight TV. Current vibes, all the news that you need. In this world changing, keep your soul light. Stay with us, we'll get you through the night. Turn it on.